Welcome to the Crow's Nest, where we highlight the best Millersville Athletics has to offer, including interviews with the top performers from each week's games and more insider access. Here's your host, Andrew Pauling.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our St. Patrick's Day edition of the Crow's Nest, your home for all Millersville athletics news. Alongside Jalen Hodge, I'm Andrew Pauling, and here's what the Marauders have been up to. The baseball team saw their record improve to 13-5 on the season after sweeping their three-game series against Kutztown to open the conference portion of their schedule. In the second game of the series, Millersville stole a program record 9 bases, while Thomas Caulfield delivered our play of the game with a bases-clearing double. Check out the highlight from our coverage on the Ville Sports Network.
First pitch to Caulfield, lined into left center, and that's going to get down. Wright scores from third, Losh in from second. Taylor trying to go all the way from first, and it'll be a bases-clearing double for Thomas Caulfield.
Caulfield currently leads the conference with 28 RBIs as the Marauders continue to fill up the top of the PSAC leaderboards. I caught up with head coach John Shehan after the sweep. Here's what he had to say about the team's success this season.
Coach, you open conference play with a sweep of Kutztown. You have to deal with several weather-related delays. How was the team able to stay locked in over the last few days, just really waiting for the snow to melt and for this doubleheader to happen?
I think it might have actually been a good thing. We needed a little bit of time off, and some of the guys' legs are pretty beat up, and it actually gave us a chance to get Blankabiller back out there today, which we weren't planning on starting him. He picked up Gromlich today, who was going to be the starter for Game 2, and I think the weather actually helped our club a little bit.
Let's talk about the offense here. Several guys at the top of the PSAC leaderboards through the first couple weeks of the season. How have they been able to get off to such a hot start over the last couple of weeks?
We have good hitters. I mean, they work really hard. They're good at their craft. They have good at bats. I think we have really intelligent hitters. There's good leadership. Those top 5 or 6 guys in the lineup can really swing it, and it's been fun to watch them work.
You have Bluefield State coming in for a 3-game series this weekend, non-conference series. What's the expectation for that?
It doesn't matter who we play. The theory's been the same for about 15 years. We're going to play one pitch at a time, and we're going to stay in the process. And it doesn't matter, if it's a PSAC team or if it's a non-conference team or if it's a weekend or Tuesday. We got to stay at it and be intense.
Well, thanks for the time, Coach. Good luck on Saturday. Marauders back in action at noon against Bluefield State on Saturday.
In wrestling news, Devin Flannery earned All-America honors after finishing in 7th place at 133 pounds during this year's NCAA championship. Anthony Giampietro and Brandon Connor also participated in the meet, giving Millersville 3 national qualifiers for the first time since 2009. The program has now produced 4 All-Americans in the past 5 years.
The men's basketball team saw their historic season come to an end in the first round of the NCAA regional tournament as the Marauders fell to Mercyhurst by a final of 71-65. Millersville finished second in the PSAC tournament after winning their first PSAC East regional regular season title since 2008. The veteran Marauders did receive several honors from the conference. Head coach Casey Stitzel was named PSAC East Coach of the Year. Caden Najdawi was named Defensive Player of the Year for the East, while James Sullivan and Jaden Faulkner earned all PSAC East first-team honors, and Najdawi and Kyrie Williams landed second-team recognition.
The women's lacrosse team jumped out to a dominant start to their season, winning each of their first 4 games by at least a dozen goals. Amanda Juliano was named PSAC East Athlete of the Week after scoring 7 goals and tallying 4 assists. Our Ruby Mundock caught up with the senior to talk about her start to the season.
Amanda, you're the PSAC East Athlete of the Week. How does it feel earning this first career conference honor?
It's awesome. It's really exciting. I think our team's been working really hard, so it's nice to get some recognition for the hard work that we've been doing.
That's awesome. Congrats. And you guys are off to a great start, 4-0 so far this season, scoring 19-plus goals in each game. How has the offense been clicking this early in the season?
Yeah, we've been working really hard just all during preseason to make sure our connections are there, and we're just making sure that when we go into PSAC play, which starts this week, that we're all just there and ready for it and just clicking well together.
Great. Well, good luck the rest of the season. Thanks.
Thank you.
The Marauders suffered their first loss of the season yesterday, falling to a nationally ranked East Stroudsburg program by a final of 19-6. The team returns to Beamsdorfer Stadium on Saturday to take on another top 10 opponent in number 5 Westchester.
The softball team makes their return to Sieber Stadium this afternoon, taking on Goldie Beacom College in a doubleheader. Millersville opened the season with 22 straight road games and went 7-9 in those contests with a handful of weather-related cancellations. The Marauders have gone 321 days without playing at home, but will have a much shorter turnaround between home games this time, with the team set to take on Wilmington in another doubleheader tomorrow. Ville currently is the number 3 team in the country with 1.36 home runs per game, as the Marauders have dominated at the plate this season. Recaps of both doubleheaders can be found on the Millersville Game Day app or MillersvilleAthletics.com.
Hannah Wolfling became the 3rd Marauder to compete for a national championship in the field portion of the Indoor Track and Field Championship meet. Wolfling took 16th place in the shot put and 18th place in the weight throw, as she became the 2nd Marauder to be selected for multiple events. Millersville has now had a representative at 5 consecutive NCAA championships.
The outdoor track and field team took 3rd place at the Myrtle Beach Open over the weekend, with Aaliyah Stryver and Darian Hoff both picking up wins for the Marauders. Millersville set 2 program records in the meet, with Hoff winning the pole vault with a height of 11 feet and 11 3/4 inches, and the 4x200 relay team of Julia Fallows, Mia Carson, Emma Elwell, and Ariana Kwaku, who finished their race in 1 minute and 48.73 seconds. The team is back in action on April 2nd for the Millersville Metrics.
The women's tennis team had a successful trip down in Florida, going 3-2 over their 5 matches. The men had a tougher go, as Millersville went 1-3 over their 4 matches. Carlos Martinez-Lucas and Frank Yanni both earned recognition from the Intercollegiate Tennis Association, coming in as the number 37 duo in the nation. Both tennis teams return to action this weekend as they head out west to take on Mercyhurst and Edinburgh on Saturday and Sunday, respectively.
The women's golf team opened their spring slate with a 7th place finish at the Brown Invitational. Freshman Charlie Kirby led the Marauders as she averaged 86 strokes over the 2-round tournament. The men had their spring opener canceled due to weather issues. Both teams return to the tee box next week for the Crofton Invitational. That's all from us this week on the Crow's Nest. Alongside Jalen Hodge, I'm Andrew Pauling, and we'll see you next Thursday.